Yeah.
So leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
You see these, then
Yeah, let me do my thing.
let me cook.
Let me cook, please. Word.
Yeah, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
I'm actually off work for the weekend. Like I don't have to work at all.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
This is the first time since you've been working from home?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Damn.
Yeah. I got a real weekend off. So
Ain't that ironic?
yeah, it's wild, right?
You know, you start working from home and you stop getting weekends off.
Yeah, you just work. Just working every day.
I think there's some kind of technology they ran on
Yeah,
you.
man. Salary life.
Yeah, Joe, I just work from home, man.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Yeah.
So much, you ain't got to come in here.
Yeah,
You
nah.
got to fight traffic. No problem.
Not feeling it.
It's like, all right, cool. This will be great. Damn,
Saturday.
I had a day off in a month. 2 months.
Straight up. For real.
You know? That's crazy, man. But yeah, last night you did, not night, the other night we were talking about how you was on
the live.
Yeah, he did the live. Those of you who wasn't aware, he did a live, just a test, I think, on Thursday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was looking crispy. It was sounding crispy.
Yeah.
And it threw me off. I was telling you before because, you know, I've been working on this little sample pack thing, and I sent Illogic a joint, and he was going live, and I didn't know what was going on. And I turned on my computer and I heard it playing. I thought it was my computer playing this shit. I was like, oh shit, let me mute my. I start pulling back, like, let me close these apps down. Lo and behold, it was him. Like, yo, I'm about to flip this blueprint sample real quick. I was like, oh shit, let me tune into this shit.
Oh man.
But no, that shit was dope. Shit was real dope to see. Yeah, you ain't get flagged on that one, though.
Nah, no flags.
That's gonna run for a while.
Yeah,
Good,
no
good.
flags. That's all good.
Yeah, the beat came out dope.
Dope,
And it was,
thanks.
yeah, it was a surreal experience. Like, yo, that came out of the motherfucking mind, man.
Yeah, man.
He's cooking over here with this joint.
Cook it.
Yeah, that shit's dope, man. So yeah, I have some other good news.
Oh, what?
I finished writing a book.
Nice.
As
It's complete.
Yep.
Done.
Writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still
It
needs
still
to be
needs
edited.
editing and all that,
Yeah.
but done writing.
Done writing.
Nice.
So like, this is a crazy time, man.
Yeah, man.
I was just running around the house like, let's go, let's fucking go, hell yeah. I was like
Pumping your fist.
I was like Jordan when he retired and he hit that game winner.
Right.
He's like,
Yeah, you got a table to stand up
yeah,
on.
I had the Jordan fist, man. I was like, who won it? Ah! I'm in the basement, bracelet circles and shit. Talk about amp, bro. I ain't
That's
been
dope.
that amped in a year.
That's dope.
You know, like, because at first I was like, okay, yeah, wait a minute. This is the last thing I had to rewrite.
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's go. I was flexing and everything. Brother was feeling it. But yeah, I say all that to say that, yeah, the book is coming soon. It's
Word.
coming soon.
Word.
It's looking diesel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by my estimates, it's probably going to be about 250,
Nice.
275.
Nice.
You know, it's going to be thick. It's my longest, most in-depth book ever. And I'm proud of it, man. And I ain't even had it edited yet. So, you know, I'm going to spend about the next 3-4 weeks doing my own personal edit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to send it to somebody else to have them put some eyes and some, you know, some edits on it. And coming your way very soon, guys.
Word.
You know, it's been a long fucking time. But, you know, it goes to show you that, you know, we practice.
What we preach.
Say it again.
We practice what we preach.
Principles, man.
Yeah.
We don't just talk this shit to try to get on y'all nerves and sound like your pops and your uncles and shit. We talk this shit because we actually do it. You know, we set a goal, and it may be a lot of ugly times and just unsexy things that come along with it. But the moments when you get it done, there's no feeling like that.
Nah, man, it's great.
Like, there's no feeling. Like, I felt like I won the game. Like, yo,
Yeah, like you hit the game winner.
come on, man, like an athlete.
Yeah.
I wrote a book. It's not that exciting,
Right.
but you know,
Pretty damn exciting, though.
It's pretty exciting, bro.
It's pretty dope.
It ain't 1,000, you know, it ain't 20,000 people watching, but the shit, just knowing that I completed it means a lot, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, we ready to get this next chapter on, and you know, this book is catered specifically to the listeners of the show.
Yeah, man.
And that's why it means even more, and why I'm announcing it here first. So like, if you're listening, this book is going to really be for you. And you know, details will come soon. Not yet. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag, but
Right.
you know, over the coming months, we're gonna get this thing rolling. You know, I'll make some announcements, and then you'll know what it is. You'll be able to pre-order, support the movement, and pick up the book. So today,
Word.
That might have been our longest intro in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Just talking. Yeah. Okay, today's topic, man. This is a topic that, you know, it's had a lot of I guess the momentum for this kind of was sparked from people's response to the Michael Jordan documentary. Mm-hmm. Now, I haven't seen the documentary, but you know,
it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it's really fucking good. Mm-hmm. And what has kind of jumped out to me is the discussion about his mentality. Mm-hmm. You know, for years and years, he was just talented. But it seems to me like the documentary is opening, you know, a window into his mentality. Yeah, that some people either forgot or didn't know that that's what it took to reach that level of success.
Dog, like he was talking about his father, right?
Yeah,
and how his father got killed and everything. And, you know, talking about him kind of cool, calm, collected. When he was talking about winning, he almost broke down crying.
Yeah.
Like when he was talking about what it meant to him and how he played the game, he had to take a break. Yeah. That's how serious it is for him. That's some real shit.
It's real shit, man. And, you know, it makes me think about, you know, we're artists. Yeah. And how can we apply this to what we do? And I thought about it from like the art mentality is that if you've played competitive sports in any, you know, capacity, you tend to have an advantage when you come into the artistic realm because many artists are not used to competing. They're not used to assuming the mentality that a Michael Jordan had that is just applied to their art and being the best they can be. And in this episode, we want to talk about adopting a winning mentality. And we have like 10 areas that we want to discuss. And in each of these areas, there's a losing way to do it. And there's a winning way to do it. And we want to talk about that today. And we'll take a break and we'll be right back. Yeah. We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and want to grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping a culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against the team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut. Adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit. Boom. Super Duty Tough Work. The dopest podcasters in hip hop
ever,
who still do hip hop and don't and aren't sponsored by giant corporations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is a grassroots organization, operation you witnessing right here. And we execute with the best of them.
Facts.
You know, so today we're talking about adopting a winning mentality. And the first area we want to talk about is actions. There's a clear distinction between the actions and the mentality and how they view actions of winners versus how people who lose a lot view mentality. And the difference is that winners believe that action is action, and losers believe that talking is action.
Yeah.
Like you see this play out a lot online where people hang their hats on being right, on arguing a lot about things that don't really matter.
Yeah, don't affect them.
Nah. And what you see is like, okay, you're right, now what?
Yep, I told you.
And
I told you. See, I let you know. I told you that 2 weeks ago.
Man, I drug him. I drug her.
Yeah,
I let them knew what it was. But that person is still successful.
Right.
That person is still doing what they set out to do, You have no power over that dude. And I think this is a reality that some people, it's tough to admit sometimes, but like actions speak louder than words. And because winners know this automatically, you know, Jordan, to put his name into the conversation of the best ever, I think he knew he had to get that number of rings.
Oh yeah.
He knew he couldn't just be on some 1-2 rings. He had to be dominant.
Yeah.
And he was willing to do whatever it took action wise. He didn't just say, I want to be the best.
Yeah.
And even now, post career, he doesn't say he's the best.
Right.
His actions speak for him.
And he says that in the documentary. He's like, I didn't have to do a lot of talking. He's like, yeah, I trash talk with, you know, the cats on the floor.
Yeah.
But my play did all the talking for me.
See?
Yeah.
See? And so we wanna now let's take this and say, how does this apply to your art, your creativity? One area is just talking yourself up about your art.
Right.
In a perfect world, what we say about our art really matters. But in the real world, it doesn't matter.
Nah, it matters what you do.
Yeah, it matters what you do. Like I can tell you I'm the best rapper till I'm blue in the face, but how does that does nothing compared to someone who goes out and shows it album after album.
Right.
And the people say, he's the best.
Right.
I know you said you were the best.
But this dude over here?
Yeah. He's the guy right now. You need to be looking at him.
Right.
Doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
The people are telling you, just like Jim said, hey, I didn't have to, on the court, I just proved it. And I stepped off. We have to be the same way with our art. We can't be led by talk, thinking that talk is some sort of substitute for action.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in real life. It definitely doesn't work in art. Art is about proving if you want to be among the best, if you want to be successful, which I think people do. I don't think anyone wants to make art and not have anyone hear it, see it, experience it. You know, you don't have to want to be rich or anything like that. But I do think that we create things hoping that people can share and experience that.
I think in life, period, people want to be successful. The problem is nobody really wants to do the work that it takes to get that success. And as an artist, it's double hard for us because it's some creative shit. Don't nobody really, like, on some real shit. Yeah, art is definitely one of the biggest things in life, and it drives life, inspires people, all that. But on some real, like, artists ain't rich.
No.
Artists don't be making money like that. Like, Van Gogh wasn't a rich man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are not rich. It's not going to get you all this fame and fortune. So it takes a lot more to be motivated. Yeah. It takes a lot more to really push towards your goals as an artist and really get there. And if you really want to be successful at art, then you got to put the work in. You got to do the grunt work. You got to do the not fun stuff. You know, I always tell people making the album, writing the raps, you know, recording the raps, that's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
When you got to promote, you know what I'm saying? When you got to promote for 3 months. Yeah. You know, when you actually got to drive in that car and hit the road. Yeah. In between the shows. That's the real work. Like getting on the stage, that's your reward for the drive there.
It's true. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a glamorous thing. You know, the end result is, but the work that it takes to get there is not fun.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, man. Yeah, so much things that, you know, people know, but they don't know. You know, like you see someone at the top and there's this mentality to think that, especially with those who talk in addition to their talent. Right. You know, like if you look at a Kanye West, you get the impression that he talked his way. I don't say you get the impression. I'll say people who are not winners get the impression that he talked his way into his position. Right. But when you read about him, when you study his work ethic, you realize it's uncanny. He worked his way into that position.
And he just happened to be a good talker.
Thank you. He had to talk because if he didn't talk, he would be dismissed as just a talented dude and not the icon that he ended up turning himself into. It was one of the things I wrote about him in a book for a bit, and some of the interviews I read about him, I didn't listen to a single interview of his. I looked at everyone else's. They were saying, and one of the things that popped out was the RZA talked about going to Hawaii to work on My Dark Twisted Fantasy because because Kanye invited all these people in for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month to just be out there and make music and make that record. RZA was one of the people he invited. And so the RZA said the biggest thing that jumped out to him was how focused Kanye was. He said, I've got all these iconic albums. Kanye idolizes me. But I get there and I realize the mistakes I made in my career with the Wu-Tang because I'm seeing Kanye do it the right way.
Right.
He said, you'll go to the studio. It says no phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No laptops.
Yeah.
You can't play this kind of music. He said Kanye will even say, Pusha was saying, Kanye will even say Wu-Tang all day, Tribe Called Quest, yes, but nothing else, or whatever it is that he's like, this is the vibe you guys are. So if you're going to play, don't come in here playing no bullshit. This is the vibe we on right now today. And he said, they wake up. He said him and his whole team go to breakfast. Then him and his whole team go work out together. Then him and his whole team go do charity work together. Then him and his whole team get to the studio at 4. He said, and then they leave at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Do it all over again. He said we never did nothing like that. We never had no structure. It was like dudes come when they want to,
right?
Leave when they want to.
Yeah.
Might show up, might not.
Chicks in the room,
Come
you on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Random homies smoking blunts in the studio.
right. Crystal.
Yeah, whatever. It's a real loose thing with the Wu-Tang. But the RZA said that's the thing. He said Kanye does what other people aren't willing to do.
Yeah.
And people don't see that because they see this public persona or people just don't talk about it. But he said he saw it and it just really hit him like, oh man, I could have and should have been doing that with the Wu-Tang. That's where I messed up at. We didn't have that
structure,
that focus where it's like, nah, we're not just going to say we the dopest rappers.
Right.
We're going to be the dopest organization.
Yeah.
Our actions are going to follow our philosophy or our self-belief.
Yeah.
And that's number 1.
Word.
Actions. Okay. Adopting the winning mentality. Area number 2. Responsibility. This is one that hurts some feelings every time we bring it up.
Responsibility politics.
People do not want to talk about this shit, man. So winners take responsibility. Losers run from it.
Yeah.
People who whine, they whine about it, they run from it. And this means that like there's always a point where something goes wrong and you're going to have to make a decision, a declaration about whose responsibility it is and where the buck stops. For many artists, for many people in life, they have the mentality that when something happened to me, they did this to me.
Yeah.
Right.
They assign blame.
Yeah.
Instead of taking responsibility, they assign blame.
Yeah, that's the easy way out, right?
Yeah.
And we all do it in certain, and I don't think anything's wrong because sometimes someone does do something to you.
Yeah, sometimes it is somebody's fault.
Somebody is their fault, right?
Right.
And we're not saying it's not their fault, but what we are saying is that it's ultimately up to you to clean it up.
Yeah, like what did I do? Like, they fucked up. They fucked something up. But what did I do in this situation that could have changed it?
Yeah.
And let me make sure going forward that I do those things to make sure I'm not dependent on somebody else.
Exactly. Like, I've had situations where, and I talked about this briefly some years ago when I was trying to do some film work in the community, and I felt like things weren't happening. People were just kind of stringing me along. Hey, we got this for you. Just do this. We got this. At the end of the day, none of that shit came through.
Right.
And I for a while I was mad. Like, damn, they fucking let me down. But then I was like, you gotta fix your own plate. It ain't their job to fix you a plate. And if they fix you a plate, cool.
Yeah.
But you can't be sitting around waiting on somebody else to fix you no fucking plate.
Yeah, expecting it. Yeah.
It's their responsibility to fucking make my opportunities because they said they would. Whether they try or not, who cares? Maybe they tried and failed.
Right.
Maybe they can never create for you what you can create for you.
Or what you expect.
Yeah.
Or what you want for yourself. People can always create opportunities for you.
Yeah.
But nobody really can create the opportunities that you think that you deserve.
Thank you.
Except yourself. You got to do that yourself.
Yeah, man. So like a winner, the people who are really consistently successful, their mentality is that they take ownership above and beyond what the normal person does.
Right.
Even beyond things that are even their responsibility.
Right.
If you show up late to the podcast, they're the type of person, hey man, this is my responsibility for not letting you know what the expectations were.
Right.
Instead of you late, it's on you, man. I'm tired of you being late.
Right.
The winner is gonna say, it's my responsibility to inspire and motivate you enough through whatever means.
Yeah.
Fear, threat, incentive, reward.
Right.
To get here on time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's that. They call it, that's the extreme ownership right there. Where you just, look, I'm taking ownership of everything. And at the same time, those people also will take the blame for everything.
Yeah. Even if it's not their fault.
Thank you.
Even if it's not, it's like, okay, I'm the leader.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you should have did this, you should have did that, but it's on me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do what I was supposed to do to make sure that you knew how important it was that you did your job.
See? It's a different mentality than, hey man, that's their problem.
Right.
Hey man, if it come out, it come out. If it don't, hey man, hey,
you
fuck
know?
it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
It just, whatever happened, it is what it is mentality. Winners don't have an it is what it is mentality.
No.
They're like, it is what I make it.
Right.
Mentality is
Right.
what they roll with. And that's a lot different. And the lack of responsibility in our artistic careers, this belief, you know, and it flows into the whole thing we talk about, inspiration versus discipline. When you leave things to chance, when you leave things to inspiration, to catching, you know, the vibe,
Yeah, catching the wind.
the motivation.
You know? Yeah.
Today I was feeling it. Things don't happen.
Yeah.
Now, for the last week, you and I, you know, because like I've been sending you like stuff every day.
Yeah.
So I literally started on that the day I sent it to you.
Okay. All right.
There was no thought brief. I was like, man, I wonder if I could try this. And I sent it to you, and I sent it to Super and a couple other cats. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna send this because if I send it, it makes it real.
Right. See what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make one of these every day, and I make one every day. There's like 2 I ain't even sent you yet, but I've just been.
I'm excited.
But I've held myself to that. To like, okay, you set the bar. It's your responsibility to make this every day, whether I send it to you or not. You sit down and spend that time.
Right.
And if it comes out, that's on you. If it don't, that's on you.
Right.
But it starts and ends with me. It's not like, oh man, I was waiting on you to hit me back on the last one.
Right.
Before I started on the next one.
Right. Make sure it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know if it was good or not.
Right.
You know, I ain't want to waste my time.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm waiting on you.
Right.
You supposed to be letting me know.
Right.
But
right.
Nah, man. You take ownership and responsibility of your artistic career and your artistic endeavors. And that is what empowers you enough to win in the first place.
Right.
It's impossible to be successful on any large level when you don't control any of the shit that's going on.
And you also appreciate the win more.
Yeah.
When you put that onus on yourself to make something happen, when it actually does happen, or even a inkling of what you're trying to make happens.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Thank you.
It feels so good when you finally get over that hurdle. You know what I'm saying? It's a great feeling. So if nothing else, just to make yourself feel good.
Thank you.
Take some responsibility.
Take some responsibility, man. And you know, and that's the thing too. Like if you look at the documentary, it seemed to me like there was one thing where Jordan was saying, you know, I never asked anybody to do nothing I wasn't willing to do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that is the true example of a fucking winner right there. Leading by example, saying, yo, it's my responsibility not just to tell them what to fucking do, to show them that this is the level that is expected of them.
Right.
They can do it or not, but they're not gonna not know.
Yeah, but and everybody can't reach that level.
Thank you.
But I'll be damned if you give up and don't even try.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be on my team.
Right.
Giving a half ass. You ain't Jordan. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you better be the best motherfucker that you can be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't accepting nothing less.
Thank you. Yeah, man. So this is number 2. Okay. Number 3, way of adopting a mentality is as you deal with sympathy or praise. And we talked about this offline, but a winner, you know, they want public praise, but the losers want public sympathy.
Yeah.
You know, like the losing mentality is that they value saying how bad things are going, how hopeless things are, how messed up their life and circumstances are. And they get off on the sympathy that they get from that.
Oh, you need something? You need help?
Poor baby.
Oh, come here.
Just keep your head up, bud.
It'll be okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry that
I
happened to
feel
you.
so bad for you.
The industry's so fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they don't know how talented you are.
Right.
You're so special. They'll realize it one day.
Oh, man.
And fools get off on that.
Yeah, man.
They love that fucking sympathy.
Because it takes the responsibility off of them.
Thank you.
Because it's not their fault anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not on me because I'm being done so badly.
Yeah.
I'm being done so wrong.
Everyone can see it.
Yeah, everybody sees it. Everybody see, they feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is making me feel like shit.
Yeah.
Everyone else is shitting on me.
So some loser shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this shit's whack.
Whereas the winner, they don't get off on nothing but praise.
Yeah.
And even that's limited.
Yeah, and if you do feel sorry for him, it's like, no, nah, you better.
I don't want your sympathy.
I don't want none of that.
Keep that, bruh.
Hold on to that.
I'm here to
winning.
win.
Yeah, I'm here to win.
Second place is first place in a long line of losers. Mm-hmm. That's the winning mentality.
Yeah.
You don't want no fucking sympathy, no fucking pity party.
Right.
Because you can't be successful.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fucking success or bust.
Right.
It's like, I'm going to win or I'm shutting the fuck up. Right. I don't want y'all talking to me with nothing but praise. Like, that shit was fire. Mm-hmm. That shit was the best.
Right.
That's how you do it. You make me feel proud to be from Columbus.
Right.
That's the kind of praise we want to hear. And we've heard our whole careers. Like, y'all made Columbus shit legit.
Yeah.
Like, instead of, man, the industry slept on y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Maybe y'all should move to Cali or something.
Yeah, man.
Y'all are from Ohio. It's the Midwest, man.
Yeah, I mean, y'all ain't where y'all supposed to be, but it's Columbus.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope shit, though.
City be hating on y'all.
Yeah, man.
Nah, fuck that. Bro. Give me the praise, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what fuels us. And that's a big difference, man. That's number 3.
Yeah.
Number 4 way of adopting a winning mentality is how you view problems. Winners view problems as opportunities.
Yeah, challenges.
Yes. Losers view problems as problems. It's that simple. It's like winners say, okay, I want to take this head on. Losers say, let me get out of the way of this shit.
Right. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. I find myself doing that a lot. I remember when I was in high school. I was in this internship program, this college prep program. And this older gentleman who was like one of our I guess mentors, and he was like the director of the program. He would have like these meetings with us every week, and we'd talk about how things are going. And he said to me one day, he said, "Man, Al," he said, "you're super talented and you're smart." He said, "But the biggest problem with you, man, is like when you don't know what to do, you just do nothing."
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was like 16, and I was like, "Oh, you're right." Because we were going through like certain things that happened. He's like, "Well, what'd you do there?" I was like, "I didn't know what to do. I didn't do nothing."
Yeah.
So I would just be paralyzed because a problem arose and I would rather do nothing than take it head on.
Right.
I was a teenager, but I always thought about that as an adult, like to pay particular attention to when challenges happen, how you respond, because you're going to have an opportunity to fight or flight, right? You're going to say, man, this is something I don't want to deal with. I'm going to go to sleep.
Right.
I'm going to turn my phone off.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to go play some video games.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get in the car.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna get high.
Yep.
This is what people normally do.
This is true.
So I'm not knocking it. I've done all these things, right?
Facts. I have too.
But the person with if you flip the switch, you ultimately have to admit that you have to deal with that.
Eventually, you're gonna have to deal with it.
So why not get it out the way now?
Right.
And the sooner you get it handled, the more your confidence will increase.
Yeah, either you deal with it or it's going to deal with you.
Thank you. And certain things, you don't want them to fester. You want to take it head on.
Yeah, get that shit out the way.
Life is like that, man. Think of all the things that can happen to you from, like college. I remember just messing up my credit. In college, they give you all the credit card offers.
All the credit cards.
Like, we're free money. You 19, 18. I'll take that,
Swipe.
Next thing you know, you got $5,000 in credit card debt.
Yeah.
You
20.
You got a problem now.
Right.
Problem. Because you don't have no income.
Right.
You're not paying this thing off.
Right.
Paying $30 a month, the minimum. You're not going to make no dent in that. This is what I did along with many other teenagers who had no idea what they were doing and no financial literacy.
I was there.
But ultimately, when I got out of college and I had a job in means, I was like, you know what, man, I got to stop running from these things.
Right. Just pay the shit off.
Pay the shit off, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna either cry now or you gonna cry later.
Yeah.
I would, so I look at it like now, it's like, okay, do you want to laugh now, cry later, cry now, laugh later.
Yeah.
To me, paying your debt now is crying now.
Right.
So you can laugh later when your credit score is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole last year of me writing this book, crying. Tears. This sucks. This is not fun. I would like to be doing something else. Can I do some music, please? I want to blog. I have other dreams. But now that it's done, I get to laugh.
Yeah.
Life is full of decisions like that. And that's how you should view your problems. Do you want to avoid your problems so you can laugh right now with the acceptance that you're going to be crying later?
Yeah.
Or do you want to take your problems right on, cry a little now, it's going to be tough, and so you can laugh later in life?
Yeah, because when that later cry, if you choose to cry later, you're gonna be bawling. It ain't just tears running down your face. Like, it's the ugly cry because you didn't let this shit fester for years.
Yeah.
It's that Oscar winning cry.
I've been building up to this. I'm thinking of mama. This is when you bawling in front of everybody, you letting it all go.
Yeah, it's a different cry.
Yeah, like, different.
Yeah, hit a lot different. Just shed a couple tears now. Yeah. Get it out the way.
Yeah, so when it comes to your art, like, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems with money. You're gonna have problems with motivation. You're gonna have problems working with producers, other vocalists, studios, venues, promoters. There's a litany. Fans might not understand a move you make. My advice is that the winning mentality is to say, I'm gonna take this problem head on now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait 6 months, 8 months. I'm not gonna cower and run into some escapism thing. And I'm gonna take this on now, because even though it's not pleasant, no one likes the shit.
Of course not.
You just wish that if you just ignored it would go away.
Just close my eyes.
Yeah, it'll go away. Like, you're hiding under the covers from your own problems. Like a little kid.
Right.
It's not gonna go away. Yeah. And so I say handle it now so that you can experience joy later on.
Facts.
That's number 4. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. What up, everybody? Blueprint here to let you guys know that all 3 of my books are finally back in stock. That means right here, What a Night. This book is back in stock. It's $10. This is a book about the worst shows of my career. That's 10. Word is Blog Volume 1 is back in stock. That's $10. And also, The Making of Adventures in Counterculture. This book is about my Adventures in Counterculture album. If you have the album, you love the album, you should have a book too. That's $10. All 3 of these books are back in stock for $10 each, or you can get all 3 of them for just $25 right now on waitlist.net. That's all I got today. Thanks for your support. Peace. All right, Super Duty. Tough work.
Yeah.
The most infamous podcast giving you the real to real to real.
Hard facts.
The show is about adopting a winning mentality, man. You know, we believe that, like, the mentality has to be there before anything else can follow it.
Yeah.
You know,
the mentality has to be there before you can win.
Thank you.
You can't win without a winning mentality.
Yeah, hoping things go right.
Hoping things into existence.
Taking no ownership, you know. And this episode is hopefully meant to inspire you. If you're doing these things and you're on the right track, you should feel encouraged for listening to this conversation. You know, we give it to you straight. We grown men. We done fucked up these things. Everything on this list.
Right.
Continue to do so, some of them. So,
facts.
You know, but we want to have a conversation because people ain't having it. So we're on number 5. Number 5 is one that will offend many people.
Yes, it will.
Many an artist, has this problem. And the number 5 area you have to address when trying to create and adopt a winning mentality is entitlement. Come on, man. Losers believe that they're entitled to the best life has to offer.
Yes.
Winners believe that they should be given a chance to earn the best of life.
Let me work for this. Let me if I put the work in, I'll get what I want.
I deserve that through my work.
Yeah.
Not through who I am, what I look like, how slick my tongue is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, entitlement is a big issue in art only because it's so dependent upon talent.
Yes.
You know,
true.
Like, you can be talented. There are people who are talented and are able to mask their deficiencies in other areas. You know, and so what happens is that some people see those people succeed and they think that's all I need. Yeah. Because he didn't have to do it. I don't have to do it. And then you have the sense of entitlement, especially happens in rap. I'm so dope that I shouldn't have to pass out a flyer. Yeah. I'm so dope, I shouldn't have to promote my album.
I shouldn't have to open for nobody.
Why would I do that? I'm so dope, I should never have to play for free. I'm so dope that y'all should pay $20 to see me. Yeah. Even though I'm just starting.
I ain't put out an album yet.
I know what it is. Yeah. I'm so dope, everything I do should sell out. I'm so dope that that y'all need to be paying me instead of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing you the favor because I'm so dope, right? This mentality is rampant in hip hop.
Oh, it's so bad.
The entitlement is something else.
Yeah.
You know, young and old. I'm so dope. I deserve a chance to rap. We came up at a time when you had to earn a chance to rap.
Yeah.
At the open mic.
At the open mic, like you would get passed over.
Yes. You could be standing literally this close to the mic for an hour and not get it.
Not get it
just
at
be
all.
going past your head like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wouldn't even look at
People
you.
be passing it around you like, oh, sorry. Bro. Let me get him the mic.
Yeah.
Because you had not earned
Yes.
the right to rap. And many people came down in that Bernie's basement entitled.
Yep.
Thinking that they had a right to rap.
Yeah, because they was the shit in their hood.
Yep.
On their street.
Thought they was the man.
Nah, dog.
Got up in there and there's a bunch of beasts who was like, nope. You gotta earn that shit, partner.
Do something.
Yeah, do something. And if you do get the mic and we don't like it, you gonna get cut off.
Yep, it's gonna get taken back.
So you better kill if you just happen to get it.
Right.
By the time you get the mic, the lights is gonna be on it.
Facts. That is so true. So true.
Last call. Ding, 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 ding.
Yep,
Lights
here you
go.
go.
Here you go. You get the mic. DJs is packing up.
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Everybody left. You out there priming to yourself.
Yep.
But that's how it used to be. You know, we came up in that environment. And so we never felt entitled. We never felt like, oh man, rap owes us because we're this, we're that. We were taught like, oh, you want to get on the mic? You got to earn that.
I mean, even to this day, with all that we've accomplished, we still don't feel entitled to shit.
No.
Like, there's still a lot of work that goes on in order to continue being successful and to get, because we ain't done. We ain't done. We ain't got to the top of the mountain where we want to go yet.
Yeah, man. And you get into that mentality, you forget that there's people just as talented, if not more talented than you, who are working harder than you, and have actually built or earned something the hard way.
And sometimes they might not be as talented as you, but they're working harder.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like, I've told my son, my oldest son, about, you know, playing football because he's just naturally talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but it's somebody that's not as talented as you, that's working twice as hard as you, and they gonna be the one that get that scholarship.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because they putting in the work to get as good as you are naturally. And you ain't doing no work to get better.
See?
You just think you're the shit and you don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, it's very true, especially in sports. Like, I remember this guy, I don't know if you follow Inky Johnson, motivational speaker. Really dope motivational speaker. He was talking about in like 9th grade, he was naturally talented. And he went to the school and he was like, yo, I want to get a college scholarship. And he was like, what you got? He was basically like, okay, well, I got to practice outside of this. So he was already like all city. Yeah. And then he said the 9th grade, he had one of the coaches who would just meet him every Saturday morning or whatever, Saturday night, and in this football field or parking lot. And all they would do is practice route running.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like 2-3 hours until 1 o'clock in the morning, his mom come pick him up and do it again. You know what I mean? But he said like that was his mentality because he was undersized. But you know, you understand, you quick as hell in football, but the next level,
you get big dudes.
Yeah, you can get hit, you know. And all the big dudes are fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? High school is a little easier. But when you in the best of the best, everything changes. And he said he knew, but what you're saying reminds me of that. Like, there's a difference between being the fastest, the highest jumping guy, the best athlete, and naturally gifted, and a guy who sits there and just runs those routes. Right. Because you have best receivers, most talented receivers, and you have best route runners. Jerry Rice wasn't the most athletic wide receiver. Nah.
You know, but he could run some routes.
He run a route. Yeah. And with precision, laser-like precision, you know? And Randy Moss was just talented as shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay.
And fast.
Yeah. Taller than everybody. Yeah. Longer arms. You know what I'm saying? Bigger hands. Like, he was gonna make it to the next level. Granted, he obviously worked hard, but it wasn't the same as Jerry Rice, you know what I'm saying, who was smaller and just the clear route runner. And life is like that with art. Like, there's gonna be people who are more talented than you. And oftentimes they're going to be the most entitled people doing it. Hell yeah. Thinking that because I'm talented and everyone's kissed their ass their whole time, that they deserve the scholarship. They deserve the placement. They deserve to have the views. They deserve to have the shot, the show, you know, to be the top person. And when that doesn't happen to them, they're heartbroken. Yep. And they don't take responsibility. They blaming everybody else for not making it successful. Yeah. You know, so the entitlement thing has got to stop. And as artists, we really fall victim to this, you know. And so that's number 5. Yeah. Okay, number 6, winner's mentality. Way to adopt it is how you deal with money. And this is one, we artists, we got this belief that money don't matter. Money don't matter, man.
It's so funny.
Fuck money.
It's
You know
so
what I'm saying? Like, the winning mentality is to understand that money matters and it's our responsibility to make enough of it to be successful.
And utilize it correctly.
Come on.
Not waste it. There is a difference between having money and knowing how to use the money you have.
Thank you.
People that just have money, you can have money and still fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. You could be a high earner and still be broke.
Yep.
Cost of living. You know, like it's way harder to, I mean, some people, you know, they talk about in a lot of financial books, like being high earners is often a bad thing for certain people because they know they can make the money.
Right.
They don't develop the habits of investing and
saving it.
Yeah. And living below their means, etc. So like, it's the same thing with this, man. Like, what you don't want to be, the mentality that's dangerous is the mentality that says that money isn't important, but I need money and fuck money at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see how that mentality serves you or creating art or putting out better art in any way, shape, or form.
There's no possible way. There's no possible way.
Fuck money, but give me some money.
Yeah.
What?
I need money, but I don't want money.
Yeah. What? You can't attract the money. If you hate money, you'll never move in a way that will bring money to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's prosperity.
Right.
The money is just a representation of prosperity, of living a prosperous life. You know what I'm saying? Just like having a nice family, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, these are just how it shows itself.
Yeah. It's
just a reflection of what's already going on, you know? And so don't be the guy who hates money, but needs money. You know what I'm saying? Be the guy who understands how important money is to your success.
Right.
Because think about this. We live in a situation where the guys who get the money aren't the creative guys.
Right.
And the creative guys don't have the money.
Right.
And so the creative guys, the people like us, the people listen to podcasts, some of them hate money so much that they make it easier for the uncreative, corporate, you know, people with bad agendas and fucked up morals
to have rule over them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They dominate us because we hate money so fucking much.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about money. So what you got? You always want some executive to handle the money.
Yeah, you always got a manager.
You always got the manager.
Yeah, you always got to have somebody that watch over.
Money, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
Nah, man.
You know, and then we have all these story after story after story about artists getting taken advantage of.
Yeah,
many of these same artists have done everything they could to avoid money in business, and that's not a winning mentality.
Like, how can I don't understand people that want to be successful but don't like money. I don't get it.
How do you create?
How can you get to a place of success without financially supporting the growth to get to that place of success? Like, finances is part of that growth. You have to have financial means to grow and get there and elevate your status to a point where you're successful.
Yeah.
You got to investing in yourself financially, as well as, time and all the other things.
Yeah, and we're not even talking about making money off art right now.
Nah.
We're just talking about living a life that is stable enough financially to where you can create what you need to create.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you do, without money, it's 10 times harder.
Facts.
Like, you're not your best artist when you can barely think about art.
Right, because you worried about paying your bills. You worried about keeping your lights on.
Yeah.
How you going to eat tomorrow?
That's not the best art.
Nah.
So like, I tell you, got to have a healthy understanding and relationship with money. You don't need to praise nor worship money.
Right.
You just need to understand and acknowledge its importance in helping you get where you need to go artistically.
Facts.
So that's number 6. Number 7, way to adopt a winning mentality, self-improvement. Okay. This is going to hurt some feelings. Winners see themselves as a work in progress, ever improving. They have a growth mindset.
Yeah.
Losers have a mentality of, I am what I am.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And accept me for who I am.
Nah.
Who do you think is going to be better off at the end? Come
on, man. I don't want to follow nobody that's finished.
Thank you.
Where are we going? If you done, if you done.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. If you finished already, we ain't going nowhere. Where can you take me if you already done? I'm saying, like, where are we going?
Yeah.
If you already done, there's no destination in sight.
Thank you.
You're already there. Then how the hell am I going to follow you?
Yeah.
Because you ain't moving. You're done. You're done.
It's scary.
I don't understand people that are like that and then expect to have people follow them and look up to them. What am I looking up to?
Thank you.
You ain't growing.
No.
You've been this way since you was in high school. You 50 years old. What the fuck about what? What do I have to look up to? You ain't changed. You ain't grew. You ain't learned shit. Like, what is there?
It's true, man. It's so true. And down to just little ways, like, we have like the whole anti-reading crew mentality that's out there. You know, the people who hate going to school and like we've had times where we clown college, but it's more just the financial part,
right?
But we still, even when we did that college thing, we at the end we was like, but you still need to go.
Right, take your ass to school.
Take your ass. You ain't got nothing better to do. You ain't doing shit better than that.
Right.
Take your ass to school.
Yeah.
Because, it's self-improvement. Mm-hmm. And it's not just, it's education, your relationships, your physical fitness, your financial well-being. All of these are ways you can improve yourself as an artist, whether you start to study different areas of your field. We talk about this all the time. We always picking up new random things. You were fucking production and now streaming and me doing videos and all of this. These are things that we didn't know shit about 10 years ago.
Facts.
That we just do. Because we had a growth mentality. We didn't have this is it.
I'm done.
Yep, 1988, no more. Unforeseen Shadows, that's it.
Yep.
Nope. Celestial, no more albums.
Yep.
We're finished. You get what you get. And I think you got to really be honest with yourself. How are you operating as an artist? Are you operating as someone who believes that you've reached your maximum potential and there's nothing else to get? Or are you operating as someone who just sees yourself, the current version of yourself, as not the best, but something that can be improved upon with hard work?
Yeah.
And if you can improve upon it, then set your sight and set your mentality for a growth mentality. Hey, I'm going to grow. I'm going to find one area and just study it a little bit and keep studying and grab. And it may be a year from now, 2 years from now, I'll look back like, man, I know a lot more about that now.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying like you got to become a fucking Jedi master at whatever but learn some shit. Yeah. Like, always improve your knowledge base. Therefore, you don't have to be the best graphic designer, but if you know how to talk the language, then you can tell a graphic designer exactly what you want. Oh, that vector needs to do this. This needs to do this. I want this to do this. I might not be the best at it, but I understand it. Yeah. I understand how to speak the language and let you know what I want. Yeah.
And we have to do that. And so that's number 7.
Yeah.
We'll take a break and we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? The deal we're running today on weightless.net is 2-Headed Monster CD plus 2-Headed Monster t-shirt for just $20 total. That's the t-shirt and the CD for $20 total. The t-shirt we have in every size. That's small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. Every single size, men's sizes. We ship internationally. So you can get the CD and the t-shirt, or I should say CD and a t-shirt for just $20 on weightless.net. Go there right now and support the movement. Thank you. Peace. Boom. Back. Super Dute. Tough Woodwork.
Yeah.
Blueprint and Illogic. Live from the Super Duty Studios. South side of Columbus.
Nah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? On the west side of the Olentangy. Letting y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
still banging. Olentangy gang, you know what I'm saying? Alum Creek gang, you know what I'm saying? What's good?
What's good?
Y'all know what's set. We claim here. The creek. And so, we got 3 left. 3 left. And, if you at home, see, when we do topics like this, some people get offended because they feel like we talking to them like, but like I don't know, like they pops or something.
Right.
But the thing is, man, I wish we had cats telling me this when I was young.
Come on.
Just like, hey, man, yeah, you're dope, but this mentality right here, keep that up.
Yeah.
Let that little mentality go. fuck with that mentality.
Right.
This is what's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
Your life will change.
Yeah.
You know? And so this is a discussion that for all artists, I'm not saying you got to compromise your art, change your art. We're just saying like take on a more productive mentality and the results will be shown in your art.
Facts.
Okay. So number 8 way to adopt a winning mentality is through your focus. What do you focus on? Winners focus on themselves.
Yes.
Losers focus on winners.
This is true. What everybody else is doing.
What everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
They spend all day. Man, guess what they did? Look at what this fool's doing. And I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
When this person does that, I get pissed off. Man, I wish this person would do that. What about me? I'm tired of them doing me. This happened to me. Why are they doing that to them? All of this shit that got to do with everybody else. You minding everybody's business but your own.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the person who's working on his craft is just working away.
Head down.
Minding his fucking business. And then in a year from now, he's your competitor. He's going to come out with something that's way doper than what you got.
And then you talking about him.
Yeah.
Now you talking about him.
Man, it's amazing how talented he is. He's so dope. How's he dope? All he did was what you refused to do.
Right.
You was focused on everybody else. He was focused on his craft. Focus on your motherfucking self, man.
Yeah. I mean, do it. I enjoy focusing on myself.
Yeah.
It's a lot less stressful.
Yeah. It's all you can control.
Yeah. It's like when you focus on everybody else, it is very, very time consuming.
Yes.
It's tiring because you got to watch what they're doing and you got to make sure that you know every step. It is very tiring.
All these voices in your head.
Ah, man, come on.
You should be doing that.
Yeah.
People like when people do that.
Nah,
you
bruh.
should be doing that.
I focus on myself. I got the deer in headlights look. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the blinders on. I'm just doing me. You know, I don't gotta worry about what the fuck you doing. Do what you gonna do. I don't care. It don't as long as it don't affect me and my family.
Yeah.
Do you, man?
Do you?
Do you?
That's what it gotta be, man. That's we talked about the quieting your mind episode.
Yeah.
For those who haven't watched that episode, that is kind of what we're talking about here. Like the more you focus on things that are not in your control, the more voices you have in your head that ultimately just distract you from what needs to be done anyway. Trying to compete with that person or just trying to bash that person or just constantly focusing on what other people are doing instead of focusing, okay, well, what am I good at?
Yeah.
What are my strengths? What should I focus on more? How can I have similar success through different means?
These are problems that social media tends to bring up in people. Because you can't, it's so hard. I mean, and I find myself doing it too.
Yeah.
It's so hard to be on social media if you're not, posting something yourself and just, scrolling. Yeah. It's hard to not look at other people and like, oh, it would be nice to have something like that.
That looks dope.
That looks pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I wish I was on the beach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very difficult sometimes, especially that's why you got to put the phone down.
Yes.
You got to take a rest from social media. You got to take a rest from the outside world and just focus on yourself, focus on your craft, because having all them voices, you can't win that way.
No. This is why you barely see me use my personal Facebook page, man.
Yeah.
I look at my shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't made a real post on here in weeks. Like once a month, I might post something.
Yeah.
And it's like informational.
Right.
Hey, I'm looking for a bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I realize it's something where, like you're saying, you get on there for long enough. You wind up spending more time doing that than you do perfecting your own shit, working on your own shit. And you talked about like if you have a growth mentality, you see how dangerous and detrimental social media can be.
Facts.
Because just 1 hour, 2 hours a day spent on your self improvement is way more valuable than that time you spend it on social media.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing out of social media.
Nothing at all.
Like
nothing
especially if you're not getting paid to be on there.
Right.
Because you and I can at least say, you know what, we get paid to make posts. We get paid to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our fans are there that we're posting links. 99% of the people on social media ain't making no money off social media.
Nah, they just there.
Just there. Wasting time, seen and heard. Arguing with folks over shit that don't matter in the grand scheme. So focus on yourself is the main thing. Okay. Number 9, problems. Adopting a winning mentality as it relates to problems. Winners anticipate problems. Losers react.
Yeah.
they don't know how to fucking anticipate problems.
They don't plan. No plan.
They go through life like, oh, look what happened to me.
Freestyle.
Everybody saw it coming. You walk right under this fucking tree branch that was barely hanging up. Of course you was gonna fall in that fucking pothole. It was a sign right there.
Right.
You now you in there crying. Get me out of here. Fell in the pothole. Yeah. Everybody else walked around it, bruh.
Right.
Why didn't you?
You saw him walking around it.
Right. Because, how people view problems, we've always said, like, you can tell a lot about people by how they respond when things go wrong. Mm-hmm. When things are good, everybody is amazing.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Things go bad, though, you get to see their mentality. And a lot of people, when it comes to problems, they view problems as, like, this really messed up thing. Like, okay, how do you view it? Do you just blindly walk into it and just say it was somebody else's fault? Or do you live your life in a planned out, methodical way to where things are going to happen,
right?
But you know how to respond to them because you're
prepared.
Yeah,
because you made preparation for just in case this doesn't work. Then I have this other means that I can go into. Just in case this doesn't happen like I thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I got this other thing that I can dip into, if I need. I got this other account. If I lose my job, I got a little bit of savings put aside to where I could live for a few months while I look for another job. Instead of,
why they do this to me?
Right. Unemployment, please.
And even if it's true that it's someone else who created the problem, it doesn't change the truth that it's your job to deal with.
Facts.
It's not the job to fix their shit.
No, not at all.
Your job to fix that shit, man. So the less time you spend reacting, the more time, and just little things we do. Like we talked about the Kanye thing. Why did Kanye feel the need to tell people that they could only listen to certain shit in the studio session? Because he knows fools is gonna show up playing whatever the fuck they feel like showing
and fuck up the mood.
Thank you.
And we ain't gonna get shit done because everybody gonna be up here all lit and turned up for no reason.
Why does he feel the need to tell people they can't bring their phones and their laptops in there?
Focus.
See?
Yeah.
Because he's anticipating a fucking problem.
Right.
Because he would be an asshole if he showed up and just smacked your phone out your hand.
Right. Then you cuss Kanye out. Then you gotta buy you a new phone.
Yeah, without telling you what the expectation was. Yeah, man, Kanye, I was thinking, get that phone. I'll tell you about why you smacking the phone out of my hand. Yeah. Well, this is the rule. Where does it say that at?
Right.
Oh, my bad. From this point forward, no problems.
I got you. I'll buy you a new iPhone.
I got you. My bad, G. I thought I had to sign up. See,
right.
But he knew from being in the industry, a decade, that most studio sessions are unproductive.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be in a Wu-Tang to figure that out.
Right.
And so he made a sign. I'm going to anticipate this problem. I'm going to head it off, and I'm going to complain about people being unproductive in a studio. I'm going to actually set the environment and make sure that I'm anticipating this.
Yeah, I'm taking responsibility for my session to make sure that it's successful, to make sure that people are actually doing what I'm bringing him here to do.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's number 9. Last joint. Change. Adopting a winning mentality as it relates to change. Winners plan on changing things. Losers wait on things to change.
That's beautiful. It's a t-shirt.
It is. It really is. This is going to be the next Super Duty t-shirt. Winners plan to change things. Losers wait on things to change, man. Look, change is going to happen.
Yep.
Most of it you have no control over. But a winning mentality is to wake up every day and says, this is where I'm at. If I own where I am right now, I have the ability and power to change this through my actions and whatever. The loser mentality is, man, it is what it is. Hopefully things will change. So
yeah,
I pray, I hope, I wish, I hope somebody comes and changes these things. Doesn't sound like some loser shit to say. Yeah. We've all said it. Yeah. We all say it.
Why don't they come and fix this?
I wish they would just.
Yeah, I wish they would just come and fix what I think is broke.
Right, because it's working for somebody.
Yeah, somebody's working. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like, you have to view change as your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Not just some shit that happens. Like, okay, shit's gonna happen, but I also control change.
Yeah.
I control what I put in. I control my effort. I control my discipline. I control how hard I work. I control my output. Well, shit. If I can control those things, then I can control, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
I
like,
can change things.
It's like go back to the self-improvement part. It kind of ties into this. Like when you wake up every day, you should be waking up saying, what can I change that didn't work out yesterday?
Yeah.
To make sure that today is a better day than yesterday.
Yeah.
What can I do different within myself to make sure that I'm a better person today than I was yesterday?
Yeah.
Like if you wake up just with that mentality, then everything else around you will take on that as well.
It's true. It's true, man. It's true. So yeah. So that's it.
That's it.
That's number 10. So let me read them back. Adopting a winning mentality, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, found it inspiring in some sort of way. Number 1 way of adopting a mentality is the way you view action. Number 2, responsibility. Winners take responsibility. Losers run from it. Number 3, how you handle sympathy or praise. Shit, winners want public praise, not public sympathy. Number 4, the way you view problems. Winners confront their problems. Losers run from them. Entitlement. Winners believe they have the right to earn. They have to earn the best of what life has to offer. And losers believe that they're entitled to what the best life has to offer. I can't even talk right now. Money. I'm going to talk about that one. Number 7, self-improvement. Number 8 area, focus. Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners. Number 9, problems. Winners anticipate, losers react. Number 10, change. Winners plan on changing things. Losers wait on things to change.
It's beautiful.
It's like a rap line right there.
Yeah.
So that's it this week, man. I hope y'all dig it. And we'll see y'all next week.
Word.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud. Peace.
Shoot, I got styles already that's more complex that nobody know about. I mean, super duty tough work.